Another thing too, saying that hijab is mandatory and then pulling out ayahs from the Quran doesn't make hijab any easier. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why you thought that you pulling out Quran verses to attack me would make me feel like, oh my gosh, I should wear it. I'm like, it doesn't matter. People are still struggling. Just because people do things for the sake of God, for the sake of Allah, doesn't mean that they don't struggle. Like, just because fasting is mandatory doesn't make it easy. Just because salah is mandatory doesn't make it easy. Doesn't mean that people don't struggle with it. Just because faith is mandatory doesn't mean that it's easy. Just because zakah is mandatory doesn't make it easy. I know that we all know that certain things are compulsory upon us as Muslims, and we use that to throw it in others' faces and be like, you're not a good Muslim because you're not doing this perfectly and you are not following the guidance of this, that, and that rule and this rule. And then you guys will turn around and say, but Islam is easy. Like, Allah made Islam easy. Class, blah, 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 blah. Like, ah, ah. But yeah, just because all of those things are mandatory upon us as Muslims does not mean that it's easy. And another thing too, please stop expecting perfection from a stranger that you don't know, when you aren't even perfect. I know people like to come on here and be like, oh, I'm just giving nasiha, I'm just advising her, I'm just giving her advice, or I'm just telling them like the right thing to do. Most of the time, people know what the right thing is. They don't need you to add your extra negativity to what they're already feeling on the inside. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't understand internet Muslims because y'all are like batting for a religion that speaks kindness, that preaches kindness and empathy, and you guys weaponize that religion against people in a very unkind and unempathetic way, but then still call yourselves Muslims. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It is absolutely okay. You are allowed to do whatever you want to do, and you'll face consequences for those actions, and so will I. So let's just all leave each other alone for a little bit and respect ourselves and understand that just because we're Muslims and we're practicing the same religion doesn't mean that like it's going to be easy for all of us. And what's easy for me isn't going to be easy for you. And what's easy for you isn't going to be easy for me. So I think we just need to find our places and understand each other because y'all are doing far too much.